What's up, y'all? So this video is about why you should always listen to your wife. So when I was coming up with a name for this channel and trying to develop what it is that I was wanting to do with this, I came up with the idea of naming this Not a Real Doc DPT. From the get-go, my wife hated it. She thought that name was horrible. She just, for a lot of reasons, she didn't think that it was truly meaning, or that it was truly conveying what I was intending to do with this channel. And it just, for a lot of reasons, she really didn't like it. So after thinking about it, after some comments that I've had from viewers of this channel, after praying about it a bit, I have come to realize that my wife was right. Yeah, she'll be very happy to hear that. So let me explain. So where the name Not a Real Doc DPT, the reason I came up with that channel, or that channel name, was I thought it was kind of funny and kind of like a tongue-in-cheek, a little bit of an inside joke. So if you are a person who holds a doctorate in physical therapy, if you're a doctor of physical therapy out there, you really are not allowed to use the title doctorate very much. There's some very specific rules about that, and you know, granted, that's understood. You know, there are other doctorates out there, and you don't want to get confused and misrepresent what field it is that you're representing. That all said, well, at some point, and I've had it happen to me, I'm sure other DPTs have had it happen to them, you will hear the phrase, oh, well, you're not a real doctor. And certainly the person that's saying that, they are not meaning to be rude, they're not being, you know, insulting or anything like that. All they're meaning to convey is, oh, well, you're not a medical doctorate. You do not have a medical degree and stuff, which is very true, very accurate. My doctorate is not a medical doctorate. A DPT is not. It is a clinical doctorate. It's a doctor of physical therapy degree. Had zero interest in being a medical doctor. More power to all those physicians out there. So that said, you know, to get a doctorate, you do. It is a difficult degree to attain, really in any subject. But the DPT degree, it was a really challenging program. I learned a ton, and the professors were great. I had a great time. It really, you know, was a really significant time in my life, and I think it's disrespectful even to them and to that degree for us, you know, to have in physical therapy, to have zero attachment to what our degrees actually are. I mean, we participated in like, I walked in a hooding ceremony at the University of South Carolina. That's where my doctorate is from. It's also where my master's degree is from. I walked in that hooding ceremony for my DPT degree, right along with the PhDs, all those students, all the English majors and English doctorates, all of the chemistry students, all of the, you know, just a wide range of degrees, and everyone that was, or all the different fields that were represented at University of South Carolina. That it was all one big hooding ceremony, not for the medical university, so not for the USC Med students. They do their own ceremony, and the same thing for the JDs, the attorneys out there. They their degrees, they also have their own ceremonies. But for all the rest of us, we all walked at the same time. We're hooded with our doctoral hoods at the same time. And yet, and this was actually said, like actually several friends of mine and classmates, we were kind of joking at the time, like, okay, everyone else in here is going to be able to be called doctor when they walk out, but we're the field that has to be hush hush about that. We can't say anything. We can't let anybody know that we actually have doctorates and we've worked and attained this degree. So I find that to be a little bit ridiculous. I find it to be kind of funny. And so I was kind of poking fun at that, kind of joking with that whole situation with the naming of this channel. However, what I was certainly not wanting to do was I was not wanting to confuse people who are listening to this channel for information and are coming to this channel to learn something. And it's turned out that that's what's been happening. I've gotten some comments and some posts that have come to me from people who were legitimately asking questions and saying, hey, I don't understand. You are, talking and saying, like, and appearing as if you have a doctorate to back up what you're saying, but then your channel is called Not a Real Doctor. I don't understand. And so I've had that happen with a few different comments from people. And being that my channel is very, very new, it's very, very small. It is just getting going, Lord willing. And if there's already confusion with just a few people seeing this, then what's it going to be if, as I say, Lord willing, if this channel was to really grow? Then it's going to wind up confusing people. It's going to wind up being a problem. And so I just realized this has got to change. This isn't right. So this I've got to change what we're doing. So from here on out, the video channel Not a Real Doc DPT is no more. I will keep all of the videos that were uploaded under that name still on this channel, but this video is going to serve as the marker to move forward. Going forward, this channel is going to be named and going to be called and referred to as Carolina Doc PT. I think that I really like that name. I think it really conveys really something that I can play around with as well. It also it really is an homage to the state, this wonderful state that I live in. I'm from the great state of South Carolina, and I really like it here, and that's what it can kind of play off of. I say that to say I am not playing off of the Carolina Gamecocks. So I have no problem being associated with the University of South Carolina. The University of South Carolina is actually really great. I had a great time there. My professors were great. My 2 graduate degrees were great. I learned a ton of information from them and from or from that school and the professors there and all and everything. That all said, I am not a Gamecock. All right. My undergrad is from Clemson University. I am a Clemson Tiger through and through. My blood runs orange. So when you hear Carolina Doc PT, that is not Carolina Gamecocks. It's also is certainly not Carolina Tar Heels. Like definitely not related to the North Carolina Tar Heels. It is meant to convey Carolina, South Carolina, Southern, everything that kind of goes around that, and all the good stuff with that. So Carolina Doc PT is what we're going to be named going forward. I have had a few technical difficulties with some equipment, so that's also one of the reasons that I haven't been posting quite as much. But I am going to get back into doing that. I think I've fixed the problem, and so be looking for new videos coming out. And in the meantime, this channel going forward, Carolina Doc PT, and go Tigers. Later.